Welcome back to Evening Plus. Thanks so much for keeping it with us here. We are learning tonight about Michigan Connections Academy. It's a program that allows students and families to garner their education, but also have more flexibility. And we're going to learn a lot more about it tonight. I'm joined here in studio by Executive Director of Michigan Connections Academy, Kyle Luft, and then also Chloe and Ella Morgan, who are obviously a part of the program and a parent of the program. Guys, thank you so much for coming in to talk about this. I had not heard of this program, and it's allowed you guys to do some really cool things as a family. Kyle, I want to start with you. For anyone who has not heard of Michigan Connections Academy, tell us all about it. What does it enable for families here in our state?
Yeah, thank you for the great opportunity for us to chat and brag a little bit about our school.
Yeah.
Our school is Michigan Connections Academy, and we started in the 2010-2011 school year. We're a fully virtual program that's available to any student in the state of Michigan from kindergarten through 12th grade.
Yeah, and so this is really neat because it's not super new, but relatively new. So maybe if parents hadn't heard about it, how does this work as far as, who is eligible and who can take part?
Yeah, you have to be a Michigan resident and have internet access. So you can do your lessons from any place that you have internet access. And we have students in most of the counties in the state of Michigan.
And Chloe, you are a current student, and tell us a little bit about your experience. How long have you been a part of the program, and what has it been like for you and your family?
I've been at the school since I was in 5th grade, and now I'm a freshman.
Yeah.
So it's been about 4 years, I would say.
Yeah.
And I think it's been really helpful with me having a more flexible schedule. I've been able to do a lot more traveling. We've made it our goal in the next year to make it to all 50 of the states.
Yeah.
So it's made it a lot more easier to have a more flexible schedule at this school.
You guys have been able to do so much as a family while, of course, still prioritizing education. I know we've got some great photos of you guys hitting so many places across the country. I know you guys are pretty close to hitting that 50-state goal. Ella, for you as a parent, I mean, this is obviously a bit of a different educational experience. What has it been like for you, and what do you like about it?
Yeah, so I love that it's another opportunity for different types of learners. It's wonderful for those that need a little bit more of a flexible schedule, for those that have different priorities potentially.
Sure.
And for us, when the COVID pandemic hit and we were all kind of forced online, we realized that this really worked for us. And we wanted the intentionality while our kids are still at home to make the most of all of it. So we always say we live very simply when we're here in Michigan, so we can experience big and learn on the go, which is one of the wonderful things about Michigan Connections Academy.
Yeah, so cool. I loved looking again through the photos of you guys and just all of the landmarks and the national parks that you guys have been to. And I think there's one photo of you guys kayaking as a family. Kyle, for folks who are hearing about this and are like, okay, they're not going into a traditional classroom, how does this work that, students like Chloe are still getting that full education that they need, to graduate high school with?
Yeah, so as a public school in the state of Michigan, we still have the same requirements as a traditional brick and mortar school would have. With it being fully virtual, students have access to their lessons 24/7. On the very first day of school, they can see anything that they have throughout the entire semester. And then from there, they work with their teachers or some staff members that we have at Michigan Connections Academy to tailor whatever that personalized experience looks like. So if you know that you're traveling in the next couple of days, you can work to fit your schedule so that you're able to make it to those events that are maybe during school time, the traditional school time.
Chloe, for you, I mean, I'm sure there's not one typical school day for you, and that's the whole point of this program. How does it work for you? What's kind of the schedule that works for you and your family?
I've liked with online school, I can sleep in some days. So I like that I'm able to start doing school even 10 in the morning.
Yeah.
And I can spread out my day instead of feeling like I have to get it all done in this 5-hour span. I can take a lot more breaks than you could at a more traditional school.
Yeah.
Which has been nice for me because I have a pretty bad attention span.
There you
so
go.
I feel
That
after
works.
an hour or two of doing school, it's nice that I can just take a break, and it's okay to do that because I can submit things later in the day.
Yeah, absolutely. Ella, for you, I mean, any other things that you've noticed in this sort of education, for your children that maybe wouldn't have been possible, in a classroom, physically?
I love that Chloe brought up about sleeping in, because I think that sleep is such an important part for all of us,
Sure.
but especially teenagers. And so I love that You know, we're getting that whole child health in there as well. The support she's had from her teachers and the staff at Michigan Connections has been wonderful. And we also appreciate that she can work at her pace as well. So for example, a skill like math, which you're like building and scaffolding that learning, if she's on a roll with it, she can do her whole week or a whole month worth of math in a week and then move on to, you know, the next subject or kind of do it at her pace. And that helps then with her motivation of having some choice in the matter. It kind of helps with that buy-in with the education side of it as well.
Absolutely. Guys, I so appreciate you coming in to talk about this. Hopefully we're spreading the word to some more families that this may work for. You can learn much more information on Michigan Connections Academy website right now. Again, this is tuition-free Michigan Online Public School for students kindergarten all the way through the end of high school. Guys, thanks so much for coming in. I so appreciate it. We are going to take a quick break. We'll be right back.